You may also have addictions that you feel, that you think you need to control. Therefore, this story is important to you. You can control your addictions by following these 2 steps. Step number 1. You need to let go that the thought that I can't control my addictions. If you hold on to the belief that I can't, you will never be able to control your addictions. Therefore, the first thing that you need to abandon is belief that I can't. Step number 2. Don't take it too seriously. Just be easy. I'm completely giving up this addiction. I will never get used to it again. Don't let such thoughts enter your mind. Instead of saying, I'm giving up this addiction, shift to say, I am giving up this addiction for a specific period. I will give it up for a week. I will give it up for 2 weeks. I will give it up for a specific time. I will give it up until my exams are over. Here, give your mind such a time frame. By following these 2 steps, you can indeed control your addictions. Listen to this story. There was a quail. While it was sitting around, it got caught in a bird catcher's net. The bird catcher took the quail and placed it in his cage. Now there are other quails waiting to be sold. People eat quail meat. The bird catcher feeds the quails in the cage well, giving them plenty of food and water. Now the caught quail is watching. When the bird catcher puts food in the cage, the other quails don't seem to care that they are trapped or caught. They fight over the food the bird catcher gives and eat it. Over time, they grow fat and plump. Then the people who eat quail meat come and look at the cage, pointing at the well-fed, plump quails. They say, give us that quail. Those birds who grow fat become prey quickly. That quail had been observing this phenomenon closely. It understood what was happening here. The bird catcher wasn't feeding us well out of love, out of compassion. He was doing it because he could make a good profit from us. Our flock, forgetting that they were being raised to be killed, fought over the food and ate greedily. Over time, they grew fat. Soon after, without much delay, they were sold for money. This quail, even though trapped in the bird catcher's cage, didn't give into the thought of helplessness. It thought, I can escape from here. I will escape. To escape, what needed to done was to eat less. It's not good to eat to grow fat. Even if hunger strikes, it's not good to eat to grow fat. I'll eat just enough to survive. I'll eat to stay alive. Until the day comes when I can escape from here, I'll do this. Now, this quail has made a firm determination. He abandoned the idea of saying no until I escaped from here. No matter how much I desired it, I resolved to eat only a little, even if the others scrambled and fought over food. The bird catcher was now placing food in the cage. The other quails swarmed in and ate. This particular bird stood aside, merely watching, while the others pecked and fought over the food. If even a small crumb was flung aside, he would eat that and somehow fill his stomach just enough to survive. Time passed as the bird catcher looked at the cage. He noticed something peculiar. One quail was growing weaker and weaker. Its bones were becoming visible. One day, the bird catcher reached into the cage and picked up the weak quail. He turned it over and examined it. Why is this one so bony? Since the bird was weak, he didn't grip it too tightly. When the bird sensed that the catcher's hand was at a level where it could escape, it gathered every bit of strength it had left. With all its might, it leaped and flew far, far away. It escaped. It was freed. After that, it would have able to eat freely as it wished to whatever extent it wanted. Therefore, think of addiction as a cage. Whenever you are addicted to games, social media, or any other harmful things, if addiction is a cage, don't give into the thought that you can escape from it. This is the biggest obstacle to breaking free from addiction. The moment you think, I can't, you start looking for someone or something to save you. I can't do it. Who will help me? Who is the powerful one who will free me from this addiction? When will they come? You wait for someone to come and save you from addiction, hoping for a special method to appear. That's why you must let go of the thought that you can't. Next, don't take it too seriously. I will never play games again in my entire life. I will never use social media anymore. You shouldn't hold on to such strict and rigid ideas. Instead, let's avoid this for a certain period. Right now, during my exam preparation, this is a distraction for me. That's why I'm not doing this. When you develop this kind of mindset, you feel great relief and lightness in your heart. It's like carrying a heavy load for a long distance. At some point, we start wondering, how am I going to carry this weight all the way? Then the burden feels even heavier. But if someone sets the load down for a moment, rest, and then picks it up again, it feels much easier to carry. Thinking this way reduces the mental burden we feel. If you think this way and follow these guidelines, you can definitely free from yourself from addictions forever. Thank you for watching us. May the noble triple gem bless you all.